Welcome back, QRLS, to a banger of a series. We got the match of the week. I'm Norm, and with me I have Zyrek, and we are both excited about this match. Zyrek, how you feeling, man?
You caught me at a bad time. I started drinking water.
Oh, well, um,
It's all good, but no, this is a really excited matchup. Rangers Spectres, I believe they played. I want to say week 1, where that was also deemed to be match of the week. Or no, that was
no, this is the
Mustangs.
first. This is the
That was
first meeting.
Mustangs. Yeah, you're right. No, this is the first meet. I got my teams confused a little bit. This, regardless, though, for this being a first meeting, this is still a deadly matchup for both sides. Rangers, with the addition of apparently Niner, have been doing, I want to say, pretty good so far, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to take down the dominant Spectres.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Rangers obviously so far 5-4. I mean, they have had a rough go at it so far, but their last series went pretty according to plan. So now Spectres are trying to keep that undefeated, trying to keep that loss number at 0 right now. So that's definitely something to look out for if you're a viewer here. Spectres are currently undefeated this season, and they do not want to let that go against this huge Rangers roster with the addition of apparently Niner, just like you said. So definitely a lot to take in here. Do you want to go ahead and introduce the Rangers roster for us, or do you want me to?
I will absolutely introduce the Rangers roster. Their team right now. I don't know about their starting roster, but their team
Yeah,
does
yeah.
consist of Waffles, apparently Niner, Dr. George, and Mr. Rebel. Now, big thing to note, we will only see one of the big 255s on the field at once, followed by Waffles and Mr. Rebel. So I think they might honestly they might start out with Dr. George just to see how it feels, and they might bring in Niner towards the end.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I was thinking the same thing. Those two are kind of interchangeable. Both are really good players. Um Obviously both 255s just like you said. So you won't see Dr. George and apparently Niner on the field at the same time. But on the other side, the undefeated Spectres with the team of Dragony, Daniel, Mel, and Lights Out. And this squad is, I mean, really good. Um, you won't see, you definitely will see Mel tonight, 100%. And with him is going to be Lights Out and Dragony most likely, but Dragony and Daniel can also interchange at that role. Um, so that's the Spectres roster. Definitely a player to look out for is Daniel, as he's a rookie this year. Not much that we know about him except the 9 games that the Spectres have played. I haven't looked too closely at the games that they've played so far. I'm glad I'm getting to cast one of them now, but I haven't. I'm not too sure if Daniel's been playing a whole lot over Dragony or if those two are kind of interchangeable or what. But other than that, that's the Spectres roster for tonight.
I will say, I'm pretty sure Daniel has played every single regular season game with the Spectres so far. Uh, and one funny thing to note about Daniel that I didn't know for the longest time is that Daniel's an M&K player.
Oh
I did not know that.
no, yeah, this is the first time I'm hearing about that too. That's crazy.
I mean, a very, very mechanical M&K player. I mean, I wouldn't. Obviously, the only few mechanical M&K players I know are like Avampel and Hankovic, but
Yeah, yeah,
definitely not on
absolutely.
par with that, but still pretty good overall.
Yeah, 185 is nothing to scratch your eyes at for sure. Definitely some mechanical ability there. Obviously, if you got that rating, anything really above 180, you're able to do some stuff. And I think Scraps is sitting at like a 175. So obviously he's not good enough to do anything mechanically over that 180 level. So
No,
um,
I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that. We're not flaming Scraps again. We are not flaming Scraps. Scraps is a wonderful player and is
either way,
really good.
Either way, we still haven't given our predictions for tonight. Zyrek, who do you think is gonna come out with the dub tonight?
I mean, I think it's gonna be a pretty even match, but I definitely think the Rangers might have what it takes to either at least take a game off them or potentially take the series 2-1.
Yeah. Um I do agree with you. I'm not gonna go with you. I think I'm gonna predict Spectres here with the 2-1 over Rangers, but I think every game is gonna be close. But definitely, I mean, I know my power rankings, being on the power ranking committee, has looked at the Spectres' strength of schedule at their first 3 weeks, and obviously, their schedule hadn't been too rough so far. So I think this test against the Rangers is going to be their first big series. Either way, being 9-0 is something to be extremely excited about. But um, as a player on that committee, like that's one of our reasonings for why we give those power rankings, so everyone can kind of give their opinion on what's going on in the QRLS. And obviously Spectres are off to a hot start, so I think I'm going to continue their hot streak, just not a sweep this time. I think their undefeated streak comes to a close.
Yeah, I definitely think it does. I mean, this is still a very, very strong matchup. I Norm can obviously tell me if I'm wrong with being on the power rankings committee, but having the number 2 versus the number 6 in the power rankings, this might have what it takes to, if Spectres win, this might take them up to number 1.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if Spectres sweep here, I'm definitely gonna have them at number one. But it's their first big test, and I'm excited to see what's gonna come out of it. So I know a lot of the power rankings. If I know all the power ranking committee is gonna be watching this game very very closely. But we got both teams in. We got Mel, Daniel, and Lights Out for the side of Spectres, and we got Waffles, Niner, and Rebel to start out for the Rangers. I think we're going to get this one underway here shortly.
So yeah, they are going to start Niner, which I mean, honestly is not a horrible pick. I mean, they both have the same rating. They are very interchangeable. Niner, I personally think, being a little bit more mechanical from the time that I teamed with him on Cyclones. So it'll definitely be interesting as we start with the kickoff. It's going to get lost to the Rangers side. Waffle's going to touch it out. Going to get it past. I believe that was Mel, as Lights Out's going to miss it. Daniel's going to take as much control as he can and just keep it in that corner.
Yeah, nice 50 there from Daniel to keep the offense going for Spectres. That one's going to be on target, but Mr. Rebel gets a nice save, and Waffles is going to be there to clean it up. Now Waffle's going to go up the side of the wall. He's going to get faked out by Mel. Mel, another player to watch out for if you're the Rangers. You definitely don't want to be seeing him in the air at all.
As Lights Out with a great pinch to clear it out. Daniel going to try and take control, but Waffles is going to beat him. It's going to bounce out to Niner, but Niner's going to get 50 by Mel. Great touch out to the middle. A good 50 from Lights Out, and it's going to go in. Lights Out takes the first goal of the game.
Yeah, Lights Out with the first goal of the game, being a 150, I believe. That is huge from the side of Spectres there. For the first goal of the game, Lights Out with the beautiful 50 over one of the Rangers players, and now 1-0 towards Spectres. And this is not what you want to see if you're the Rangers. You do not want Spectres to get hot.
As Mel's going to pop it up to the backboard for Lights Out. Niner's going to end up 50ing it out to the side. Daniel's going to keep it kind of close. He's going to get the shot towards the net, but Waffle's going to be there to defend. Waffle's being a little awkward as Mel's there. Mel's going to fake it out for Lights Out. Lights Out gets a shot into the backboard, but nobody is there to follow it up.
Mel with a nice demo on Mr. Rebel. This one's going to go mid, but apparently Niner is there to take it. He's also going to try and get a 50, but not quite. Waffle's now going to try and take this, but Daniel's going to be up. Takes a shot on. Apparently Niner gets a nice save and a clear out to the corner. Very nice. Daniel's going to put this back in. This is going to be dangerous. Oh, almost an own goal there from Waffles, but apparently Niner is there to clean up. Now Lights Out with the shot. Lights Out, top corner, but it's saved again by Niner. Bunch of saves coming in from the Rangers here.
Yeah, as right now, this ball's going to take a little bit of a standstill in that corner. Niner gets it out, somehow gets the demo onto Daniel. I'm not sure how. Waffles looking for the sidewall, isn't able to get it. Daniel taking as much control. Rebels there, isn't able to get it on target. But Lights Out is going to pass that ball to Waffles, as Waffles is going to dunk him. But Mel's there to get the clear and try and persuade as much pressure from the Rangers.
Yeah, another thing to note, I completely forgot about this, but the Rocket League update was mere hours ago, and now you have the boost indicators on the field of when the boost is gonna. Oh my gosh, Lights Out with a crazy astral pinch there. But as I was saying, the boost indicators are on for the big boost on the field, so players are able to see when the boosts are about to spawn, which could be a big influence in today's game.
It definitely, I will say, it absolutely helped in the previous match, the Speed Demons, as we also see there the new indication of the flip indicator. I don't know if Alex has that setting turned off or on, but it is definitely okay. So everybody did see it. I'm not crazy. That's perfect. But yeah, it's definitely a cool addition, as Daniel's going to end up putting it to the corner. Niner not having any boost, going to leave it for Waffles, but Daniel's going to take the 50. I mean, this is looking pretty well, as Niner has the double. He's going to get it, and that's a beautiful goal for the Rangers.
Yeah, what a pass there from Mr. Rebel, and Niner knows exactly where he's going to play it, beats out one, and gets the nice double. That's a beautiful passing play from the side of Rangers to tie this one at ones with 1:44 left to play. Now, Waffles and Mel on kickoff, but Mel opts not to go for it. Now Mel with possession, he's going to try and take this up the back wall and opt for a full field air dribble. Waffles is up though, and gets a nice 50. Lights Out with a misread on the ball and flips wide, but Daniel's able to clean it up.
Yeah, Niner's going to take a soft and controlled touch to 50ing Lights Out. Lights Out going to try and look for a touch off the ceiling for Mel. Mel gets bumped by Rebel, but Daniel's there. Can Daniel hit it? Unfortunately, not, a little too high on the double tap, but Mel's there. Mel gets the reset. Pass down from Lights Out, but nobody's there nobody is there to capitalize off of that open net.
Yeah, that was almost a very good play there from Spectres. But now on the offensive side for Rangers, Niner was there, but it got taken away by the Spectres defense. Now Mel on the ball. He's going to try and get a 50. That's out mid for Niner. He's going to be able to get a touch. Still not past Niner, but it finally gets cleared out by Daniel. Now Mr. Rebel going to play it back over to Niner, but Daniel gets the lead on it. Mel going to try and take this one out. 30 seconds left on the clock. Both teams are eager to score and not take this to OT. Now Mel gets the 50. Mr. Rebel there. This is a lot of pressure for the Rangers here, but Daniel is able to take it out.
Yeah, as Niner gets a good demo onto Mel, but Daniel's going to get an even better clear. Does get it around two. Is he able to get the open net? But he misses. Hits it wide. And right now, unless the Rangers can capitalize off this, which it looks like they might, but Lights Out is there. Looks like we are going to be going to overtime.
Yeah, Daniel not able to get the touch there, and it does indeed go to overtime. First game. This is exactly what you want if you're a viewer. Apparently, Niner, that goes right to Lights Out. Lights Out going to be back on the wall. He's impressed me a lot this game, by the way. Being 469 points already. The top of the Spectres team. Now Mel on a one-on-one with Waffles, but Waffles gets a nice clear. Lights Out is there, but Lights Out shoots it almost right at Waffles, and Waffles gets a second save. There's still pressure, though. Lights Out trying to get a reset there. Mel going to try and take this off the corner, but gets 50.
Yeah, Lights Out's going to look to try and control. Gets it past Niner. Niner with a good demo. Waffles up. Is going to fake it. Mr. Rebel, net wide open. Mel is right there. And Waffles isn't able to get the touch on to the net. So Niner's going to try and stall as much as he can. But Lights Out's going to take an amazing 50. Niner already has an extermination, by the way.
Oh my gosh, an extermination. Insane from Niner. Yeah, that's definitely not what you want to see if you're Spectres. You definitely don't want to continue that, but it feels like it hadn't taken too much of a toll on their offense as they They've already had 10 shots this game. Now Niner up in the air, gets it past one, but not past Mel. Mel with a 0 boost save. And now they're still on the defensive. Mel going to try and stall time in the air for his teammates. Gets it past one, but not past Mr. Rebel. Mr. Rebel plays it off the corner. It's there for lights out, but also Daniel. Apparently Niners going to put that one back into play. Gets a demo on one, and apparently Niners scores off the side. Rangers end the Spectres heat streak of 9 wins.
Yeah, I mean, this was really, really good for Niner to focus the demo on the guy in net. A very unfortunate misplay from Lights Out causing that ball to end up bouncing in the net. I mean, I will say, Lights Out looks Lights Out. And then, I swear it's not just a pun on his name, but phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, definitely Lights Out is looking really good. 533 points leading his team, but that's, I mean, you need your carries to, do a little bit too, and that's just not what you want to see for Spectres. You need Mel to do a little bit more in the air, maybe a little bit more mechanically. But apparently Niner on the other side with 822 points this game, only about a minute and a half into overtime, so only 6 minutes and 30 seconds of play. But apparently Niner has 822 points this game.
Yeah, and obviously one stat you don't see because Bacchus mod has yet to update, so we don't have any of our overlays, is I'm pretty sure if I counted correctly, Niner had, I want to say almost like 8 or 9 demos that game.
My goodness. Yeah, that's unheard of. I mean, I think we are gonna need to reset the lobby here, but yeah, I mean, 8, even 6, anything above 6 demos is absolutely insane to even think about. I mean, when you look at stats for the QRLS, I mean, the bully is normally around like 6 demos a game or something. 5, not even 6, probably 5 demos a game. I think I went to Reserve Wolf last year for 5 demos a game. But anything over 6 is insane. And if he had 8 that game, I mean, there's no wonder why they won that game. And even in overtime, they won with a demo. So definitely something to look out for if you're the Spectres.
Yeah, I definitely think right now the Spectres need to worry a lot about Niner. As we saw, Niner is like very mechanical. He cannot go unchallenged in the air. If they leave him unchallenged, he is going to score a good chunk of the time.
Yeah. I mean, you saw it. He had both the goals for the Rangers, and he had 822 points. I mean, that's exactly what you want from your 255 from your carry. But on the other side, Mel not being able to put up as many points as Niner, and that could be one contribution to why the Rangers won last game. But either way, we kick this one off, and Daniel gonna try and put that one into the mid. Apparently Niner gonna take this one away. He's gonna go back into the other side, trying to continue his hot streak, but it's saved away by Mel.
Yeah, as Mr. Rebel's going to put it out towards the front of the net. It's going to get cleared to the side by Daniel. Waffles taking a bit of an awkward touch. It's going to go right to Mel, but Mel not having a lot in the boost tank. Niner gets it past Daniel, and Waffles is going to tap it in for the first goal of Game 2. 30 seconds in. That is crazy.
Yeah, I could see that coming from a mile away, as Mel didn't quite get the touch that he wanted and ended up being a goal. Waffles just kind of cherry picked it, but apparently Niner with good vision to seek him out. Now on the kickoff again, Waffles gonna try and take a touch here, and apparently Niner just absolutely beats Daniel on the shot. Now Niner with a shot, but Mel gets a good save, and Lights Out is gonna be on this ball. He's gonna try and take it out, looking for a teammate in the middle, but Mr. Rebel's gonna be there. Now Mel on the ball, but opts to get possession away as he couldn't get the right touch. Now Mel still on the ball, but a double commit comes out from Spectres, but it kind of pinches downfield, and the pressure is relieved for now.
Waffle's gonna go up. A good, I say a good touch from Mr. Rebel. Makes it a little bit awkward for the following player on the Spectres. as Daniel's going to take it out to the side, does get the pinch, has the flip, is getting bumped by Mr. Rebel, almost an unfortunate own goal from the Rangers, as Mel has a shot, but it's going to go wide. Mr. Rebel gets the boost and ball, passes it out to Waffles. Waffles looks... I don't know if that's where Waffles wanted it, but honestly, I respect the attempt to go for that read.
Yeah, I think he just couldn't reach it, and therefore he put it into the corner, which is kind of unfortunate. Just not enough time to react to the ball and get up there. But now Lights Out on the ball. He's going to try and flick it, but Niner demos Daniel and then proceeds to take Lights Out off the ball. Now back into the orange, or the blue half, excuse me. Mel going to try and take a double tap and does get it. Mel with the double tap off the Blues bad board. No one is up there to put a hand up, and Mel brings it back to ones with 3 minutes left.
And an unfortunate mishap from Waffles, ended up taking too much of an angle off that post and ends up falling more under the crossbar than he wanted to. Very unfortunate, but yet again, a really, really nice shot from Mel, as Waffles gets an unfortunate touch, is going to get demoed. A good flick from Mel, looks to the bump on Niner, but isn't able to get it.
Yeah, another close game here. We have demos going on both sides. Both these teams incredibly physical. Now Daniel on the backside opts to put it down to Mel. Mel puts it out to Lights Out, but apparently Niner stops Lights Out straight in his tracks. Now kind of just stays in the middle for a second, but Waffles is able to clean it up. Looks for apparently Niner, but gets 50. Now this one's back on the blue half. Mel puts it mid, but Lights Out is kind of able to clean it up, and a miscommunication on the blue half, and Lights Out gets the goal, gets credit for the goal.
Fortunate mishap from a Niner and Waffles. Niner ends up putting the ball onto Waffles' car and allows them to get that second goal that gives them the lead. First time, I think, in the series so far for them, as a pretty good kickoff, as Lights Out takes a really, really nice 50 onto Niner, and Mel is just bullying Niner at this point.
Yeah, I think he took it personal last game that Niner had so many demos, but now on the opposite side, Niner takes a shot, but Mel with a goal line save, goal line heroics coming out from Mel, and he keeps it a 2-1 game for the Spectres. Now 2 players on the back wall. Niner opts to leave it. Daniel gonna try and play this mid, looking for the bump. He gets it, but Mr. Rebel's there. Now Niner gonna be able to take this one. Or not. Mr. Rebel continues with his ball. Niner is there. Niner puts a bar down off of Mr. Rebel's pass.
Yeah, this is a really good pass. I mean, I feel bad to say it because it was a pass from Mel, but Mr. Rebel still putting it in that situation. If Mel didn't touch it, it still would have been an open ball for Niner, and it just worked out perfectly for them.
Yeah, now Niner back on the ball, gets met up in the air by Lights Out. Goes down to Mr. Rebel. Now Mel on the ball, going to try and play it mid, but no teammates there. He does, however, get the demo on Waffles. Daniel going to go up into the air, but is met there by apparently Niner.
That is a insane pre-jump from Niner. Having the confidence to do that, and Waffles bangs it off the post. Niner's going to look for the double tap, but Daniel's going to be there and is able to defend off the Niner double tap, but it's going to stay up towards the mid. Daniel gets an awkward touch. Mr. Rebel shoots it. He's going to go backward and down. Niner isn't able to get the read. This is a lot of pressure from the Rangers, but they aren't able to capitalize.
Yeah, I feel like this game was just destined to be a tie game and to go into OT again, but now Rangers going to try and take this one back on the offensive. Mel has different plans, however. Now Waffles going to try and bang it back into the orange half, but Lights Out is there. Pre-jumped by Waffles, but Waffles doesn't get the touch. Now Daniel going to try and clear it out. Apparently Niner's there. He's going to send it back in, try and keep the pressure. Niner gets it past one. Niner dribbles the entire team, and Niner puts it in 3-2 for the Rangers. 20 seconds left.
Yep, Niner passes, Niner scores, Niner does it all. I mean, that was great. Gets it past all 3 players, and not a lot of hope for them as the net was just wide open. I mean, they have 20 seconds to get 1 goal to try and take it to OT. Daniel looking for the bump, gets it onto Niner, but isn't able to get it onto Waffles. As Mr. Rebel puts the ball to Waffles. Mel, 8 seconds left.
3 seconds. They got to keep this one up. Daniel not able to do it, and Rangers takes game 2 and the series. Apparently Niner once again team MVP / match MVP. Mel did better that game with being the team carry, but still not good enough, and Rangers take this one in regulation.
Yeah, a little bit I want to say a little bit of trash talking coming out from Niner. Oh wait, no. Niner is going to I believe Niner's going to be leaving the field and letting Dr. George come in to game number 3. I mean, that's how you should do it. If you've won the series, you might as well bring in your third player and have them get some game time.
Yeah, I mean, I respect it, but the sweep is always going to be the thing that you're looking for if you're a team, if you're a captain on the QRLS. And I think Waffles may have messed this one up if Spectres do indeed come back and win game 3. Because, I mean, you're obviously winning with Niner. And I know it's been close the past couple games, but he's been putting up a bunch of points and he's been doing the things he needs to be doing. Obviously, game 1 with 800 points. Now bringing in Dr. George. Dr. George is obviously a fantastic player, but he's been sitting on the sidelines for the past couple games, and you just got to think: is he still warm, or has he been watching Niner? Has he been watching the games closely, and how well is he going to perform in this game 3?
Yeah, absolutely. That is always a big thing about bringing in a cold player. As right now, we're just waiting for Dr. George has joined, so we'll just let them know they are all good to join.
Yeah, we got all players in now. Daniel and Mr. Rebel on kickoff. Champions Field, final match tonight. Daniel wins the kickoff. It goes to Dr. George. What can he do? He goes into the air, starts with a musty over 1, but Daniel's going to be able to catch that one. Waffles 50s 2, and now Waffles going to try and put this one back in, but it's taken away by Lights Out.
Yeah, Dr. George is up. Very dangerous spot. Isn't able to read the double tap. Unfortunately, Mel wasn't able to get there in time, but we'll get to that one as he clears it off to the side.
Now Dr. George back on the ball. He takes a shot, but saved away by Daniel. Daniel, by the way, been doing a really good job this series on protecting the net and especially creating opportunities for the Spectres. Now Dr. George on the other side, though, creating his own opportunities, but it's taken away again by Lights Out. I keep on saying his name, I feel like. Now Dr. George back on the ball. He's going to try and take a shot at net, but Mel's there. He clears it off the back of his the back of his backboard. Now Lights Out going to try and take a shot on, but it's 50. Now Dr. George going to try and take a shot, but it's saved away by Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel has been playing really well, especially for being a rookie. Definitely looks a lot more, calm and composed as most people would be.
Yeah, most definitely. Daniel obviously been looking really good this series, but either way, hasn't been able to make it count. That one's off the crossbar. Mr. Rebel's there. He's going to opt to play it up to Waffles. Waffles not able to get the touch because of Daniel's good defense. Now Dr. George back on the ball. Daniel going to try and make Dr. George awkward. Mel going to try and take a pinch there. Dr. George is going to be there. Waffles also there. He opts to take the ball. And this one's going to be down for Mr. Rebel. Lights Out gets a demo on Waffles. He is able to take that ball, and that one's going to be played into the corner.
Yeah, right now Dr. George is doing good at gaining a lot of space. A good clear from Lights Out, but Dr. George is going to thwart any kind of danger off from it. Good pass down to Dr. George off of the sidewall, but off the backboard, but Mel's going to be right there to clear it out. I mean, right now, a lot of this game is just clearing the ball back and forth, buying as much time as you can for your team, and a great save from Daniel off of a very close pinch off the ground from Dr. George.
Oh, Dr. George with the miss on defense, and Daniel is able to put it away. I feel like we keep on saying his name, but he has 4 saves and now a goal to his name. By the way, that was the first shot by the Spectres this entire match. Either way, it goes in, and Spectres lead 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, first shot for them, I think right now the Rangers have 6 shots combined. Dr. George accumulating 5 of them. I mean, right now, this is still anybody's, not match, but anybody's game. As
Yeah,
right now, I
definitely.
mean, we've seen it happen.
Yeah, 1-0 definitely comebackable if you're the Rangers. Don't lose hope yet. You've already won the series, but obviously you want that sweep. Now Mr. Rebel going to try and clear this one out. Lights out still there. He's trying to get the air dribble here, but Dr. George is going to be able to clear it out to Mel on 0 boost. Waffles able to get the 50, but Mel gets the boost steal. Now Daniel up. He has space and time. Gets the flip reset, but not able to get back to the ball. And George is able to clear it out. Now Mel on the ball. Waffles going to get a nice 50. That's past 2. Is someone up for the Rangers? No. But 2 misses come out for the Spectres, and they still have time and space. Where's George? There he is. He's on the wall, but Daniel meets him mid-air.
Now Daniel is definitely playing very well. Like, it's definitely doing very well at keeping Dr. George off the ball as much. As Mel's gonna get the bang out, Daniel looking for the redirect off the backboard. That would have been insane.
Yeah, I feel Daniel is definitely feeling himself, and you can tell by his gameplay. Dr. George able to beat him there, however, and Lights Out is the only one back. Dr. George not able to get there in time, and Lights Out gets a nice goal line save. Now Daniel on the ball, opts to fake it, or maybe he misses, not sure. Either way, this one's just going to stick around in the mid, and Waffles is going to be the first one there now. Passes it down to Dr. George. That's off the sidewall. This could be dangerous, but no Rangers player is there. Oh my gosh, what is happening?
I don't know. I think all of them went for it and all of them missed it.
Yeah, now Mr. Rebel on the backboard. 20 seconds left for the Rangers. They need this sweep, but they need to get a goal here before time expires. Mel gonna try and delay that as much as possible. Passes it mid, but Waffles is first there to intercept. 7 seconds left. They need to go the length of the field now. Dr. George backwards, not gonna be able to get the right touch that he wanted. Daniel meets him mid-air, and that one's gonna drop down. Spectres avoid the sweep and win the game. Win game 3, 1-0.
I mean, they definitely played very, very well. I mean, Spectres, they were on the back foot a lot of the time. They didn't really have as much of an advantage as I think a lot of people were hoping for.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this was the first real test for them, and obviously they've gone against a couple of teams who have been okay, but this one was a big test for them as we had the Rangers coming in, as a one of the playoff teams, one of those teams to look for in playoffs this season 11. And obviously Spectres falling there, not able to get the win, but still gets an overtime point and a game point, obviously, for winning a game and going into an overtime. So they don't come away empty, but still, you may need to go back to the drawing board for that one. Rangers take it away 2-1.
I'm not sure if we're looking to get an interview. I hope we are. Alex, our wonderful producer and the seasoned commissioner, as if this isn't his first season being commissioner. Will let me know if we're getting an interview or not.
Yeah, I mean, either way, this was a really good series, all the way down to the wire in each game. I think they were all 1 goal games, so definitely. I mean, if you're Spectres, you kind of just have to shake this one off as like it could have gone either way. But it does end up going to the Rangers on this one. They will have a rematch later this season, so it'll definitely be interesting to see where both teams are at after that. But I still think even with Spectres losing the series, they still are going to be number 1 in points this week
Yeah,
as long as Mustangs um, doesn't sweep. So.
yeah, absolutely. And with that being said, I mean, we are gonna have an interview, and we are gonna have the one and only, apparently, Niner.
Hey, Zyrac.
How you doing, Niner?
Good. How about you, man?
I'm not too bad. Congratulations on your guys' win today. Were you hoping that you were staying in for the third game, or did you know already that you were coming out for the third game?
I knew I was coming out because I want George to play Mel. I mean, George is really good, but I own Mel. That's something that's known throughout the community. You can ask anybody, but I just wanted George to play.
Yeah, I mean, we could definitely tell after the first two games that that you do indeed own Mel. But that 800 point game, I think that was in the was that in the first game? I can't remember. It's all
Yeah.
blended together. Yeah, that 800 point game. Did you like come out and were you coming into it all confident, or is that just something that kind of happened in your gameplay?
I was more confident playing Mel, honestly, but it just happened. Honestly, really, I was warmed up. We just
Yeah.
played a scrim before. That helped. So,
Yeah, absolutely. And my last question, the Spectres being 9-0, was that like did that worry y'all at all going in, or was that more of a confidence booster and like, oh yeah, we gotta knock these guys off their high horse or anything like that?
mainly just more confidence, just to knock them off. Um, seeing them 9-0. But yeah, seeing them 9-0 made us more confident. I feel like.
Gotcha. Zarek, you got any more questions?
I mean, biggest question for me, Niner, is why do you demo so much? You had, I think, over 8 demos game one.
They're just in my rotation pass, so I have to remove them out the way.
That definitely is a good reason to demo. Niner, thank you so much for joining us today in the booth, and congratulations again on your 2-1 victory against the undefeated, no longer undefeated Spectres.
Thank you again, Zyrek and Norm.
No problem, man. Enjoy your victory. That was a very good game. Um, Zarek, you got anything else before we close this one out?
Not too much. Just letting everybody know, if you do want to become part of the action, go ahead and join us, discord.gg/QRLS. And if you are buying anything from the Epic item shop for, I think it's any game, go ahead and use support creator code QRLS to support us any way that you can.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it is anything epic. So if you got, I don't know if they do it on like Fall Guys, but definitely on if you youngins play Fortnite still, or definitely if you buy anything on Rocket League, if you see anything cool in the item shop, definitely use support a creative code QRLS. And like Zarek was saying, if you are a new player or want to join in on the action, make sure to use exclamation point Discord and the Twitch chat if you're new, and there will be our Discord, and you can just click that and join us, and we would love to have you. We will get you in next season as a free agent. um, Make sure you go follow all of our socials at YouTube. We post all of our games there as well, on YouTube. And then make sure and go follow our Instagram and TikTok, all of our socials. And if you're looking for a new sweatshirt or shirt or something like that, you can click a link down below, the QRLS merch store, to go check out some of our cool shirts and stuff. But other than that, we got a couple matches tomorrow. Let me. We got Hammerheads versus Arctic Assassins tomorrow, and we also have Astro versus Cyclones tomorrow, a doubleheader, right after one after another. So make sure you come and join the stream tomorrow to see the outcome of those games. But other than that, I hope that everyone has a good night, and as always, make sure you guys keep it quick.